I was pleased with our offensive pace today and the way we shot the ball. Obviously, we wanted to do a slightly better job defensively on South Dakota's kind of head of the snake, and Grace had a great game and scored 28. So some things to work on defensively, but really pleased with the contributions that we got up and down our roster in this evening's game.
The three-pointers, was that a matter of getting looks, or was it just dropping that, or what do you attribute that to?
Well, I thought that part of it is because our forwards have done such a great job of establishing themselves. And when you have players like Natalie Potts and Alexis Markowski who are very dangerous in the paint, people are collapsing their defenses way in. And that's creating some really good opportunities. I thought we had some great passing out of the post. Lex had a career-high 7 assists tonight, kicking it back out of a lot of double teams. And we have great shooters. And I told this team in the locker room before the game that I felt like we have a chance to be the best shooting team in the country just because everybody on our team can do it, and do it at a high level. But we don't want to hang our hat on that. And so that was something that we were really emphasizing is how can we, do other things well. And I thought that we saw that today, but really obviously shot it particularly well. 33 assists on our made baskets, some pretty good sharing of the basketball.
Mentioned Alexis. How have you seen her develop over the past few years, that ability to kick out when she gets double teamed and handling those double teams that well?
Well, she hasn't had much of a choice. I mean, she's just demanding so much attention down in the paint that she's had to kind of figure that out. And I think she's such an unselfish player. She just wants to win. And what a treat for our team to have a player, a captain, a senior, a first-team All-Big Ten Conference player that doesn't really care if we do it with assists, doesn't really care how we do it, just as long as we win games. And so I think that selflessness has just led to she wants to get better, have a better feel, where are the defenses coming, just having some patience and being strong in crowds. And because of that, our whole team benefits.
Have you ever been a part of a game or coached a game that just the offense is just clicking like that?
A couple times, but it's a little bit rare. It's a little bit rare to I don't think ever hit 23s in one game. So that's something kind of new.
What was this experience like for you coming back to South Dakota, coaching against South Dakota, just this whole past 24 hours?
Yeah, I mean, it's been really exciting, just fun for me. I have a lot of family that was able to be here, cousins and uncles and just a lot of family here, but just also some of the Yotes that I got the opportunity to coach in my career there, and lots of former players back here, and so just really special for me to be able to connect with them, especially with what we all just went through here a few weeks ago at the passing of Bridget Arns and one of our family, one of our sisters. And so it's been a little emotional. It's been just fun. It's I have such fond memories from this place, and the Pentagon treated us incredibly well. This facility does things top notch, and so it's been a really special weekend.
I had a moment of silence for Bridget before the game, and what was it like coaching her, and how much did she mean to the Yotes program and to you?
It's almost hard to put into words what she meant to me personally and to our program. She's just the most amazing teammate, friend, sister. She just had a spirit that would light up the room, and that dimple smile that just you just couldn't hardly. It's pretty emotional.
Great. How great was this? This is the question for all you guys, but how great was this for women's basketball? You know how much South Dakota loves women's basketball.
Yeah, I mean, for me, just growing up in this state and then watching the way that the state has just kind of just really grown in just embracing the sport of women's basketball, and as they moved from Division II to Division I, it's just got, there were intense rivalries when it was USD, SDSU, Augie, all these really good programs, but it's just continued to grow and grow. And then with the Summit League tournament being at the Premier Center in Sioux Falls, it's like the premier showcase for athletics, in the state of South Dakota. It's pretty hard to put into words just how fun that is to be a part of, and then for our program at Nebraska to be able to come up and get a little taste of that. And we knew that this would be a fun day. There was a great atmosphere out there. It's going to be a lot of red, some Coyote red, some Husker red, but a lot of red, but a lot of really passionate basketball fans that just were loud and made it a really fun atmosphere for us. So sorry, I didn't mean to hog that.
For you girls, what is it like playing, having women's basketball such at a heightened moment right now?
It's been really cool to see women's basketball start to grow and develop. Seeing that we had a sold-out crowd tonight was pretty awesome. Husker Nation never fails to show up for us. And it just makes it so much fun to go out there and play each and every day.
Yeah, I mean, I would agree with everything they said. It's just really fun to be able to play in front of a super great crowd here, and they did a great job hosting this and everyone coming here, and the Husker fans never fail to show up, so it was really fun.
Britt, you guys started really fast from the get-go. How do you guys kind of prepare to just hit the ground running without kind of settling in?
Yeah, well, we've talked about that a lot as being one of our focus, like getting a good start, being the hammer at the beginning of the game, and we struggled with that a little bit in our past few games, but I feel like we came out ready to go, and just, yeah.
Britt, I think you're 10 for 13 from the field. What was the defense giving you? What were you seeing, and how did you play off of that?
Well, I think, like she said, like their defense was kind of helping a lot in the paint and stuff like that, so I just was kind of able to find openings on the outside, and my teammates did a great job of getting me the ball, so, yeah.
Were those slow starts the reason for the change in the starting lineup, or?
Actually, we feel like this is as you could see today, this is a very deep team. And we feel like we've got about 8 or 9 lineups that we could go to. We didn't really know. They played their last 2 ball games playing all zone. We thought maybe they might come out in a zone defense. So we've talked as a group, as a team, that there's probably going to be some adjustments to our lineup throughout this year based on what we feel like gives us the best opportunity to get off to great starts, maybe what matchups are the best for us defensively, what we're expecting, and I expected zone, and they came out in man, so, hey, sometimes you guess right, sometimes you guess wrong, but I did feel like this group got us off to a great start, but even more than that, the production that we got off the bench, just Kendall Moriarty, Kendall Coley, both coming in, giving us huge sparks, staying ready. I just feel like everybody's kind of bought into the fact that this team, the ceiling for this team is as high as we want it to be. And if everybody keeps buying into that, then we don't know who's going to be in the starting lineup. We don't really know. We don't really care. We just want to make use of the minutes that we get.
Natalie or Britt, just when the team's as hot as you are from 3, do you start looking for your shot more, or does that just come in with the flow of the offense?
I would say it just comes with the flow of the offense. I mean, we're trying to look for paint touches, and we throw it in there to Lex, and they double, so it's just an easy kick-out look for us. We're confident enough to go up there and shoot it.
Coach, the offense was a big story of this game, but at one point there were back-to-back possessions for South Dakota. You guys ran the shot clock down. Talk about the defensive intensity even in games like this for this team.
Yeah, I mean, could we have about 4 or 5 more of those? That's kind of my focus is right now is how can we figure out how to continue to string together more great defensive possessions like that where it goes to a shot clock and limit their offensive possessions. I think, obviously, I'm thrilled. I know that there were a lot of possessions. I thought the pace of this game really was in our favor. We played great offensively with the way we executed and shot, but there's some things that we would like to string a few more of those possessions together defensively.
Anything else for the rest of players, coaches?
Well, Coach, you've been in Nebraska for a while after being at USD for so long. What's it like to kind of take on being this role and coach the Huskers and that?
Yeah, well, I just feel like it's a dream come true for me. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. Like, I got the chance to be the head coach at the University of South Dakota, the flagship program and university in the state of South Dakota, and that's where I grew up. I mean, it's my home state. And then I get to go to my alma mater and be the head coach at where I played and where I mean, it's just incredible. I just feel very, very blessed. Just two of my favorite places in the world, and I've just been blessed to be a part of both of them, and so I just feel grateful.